We're watching right now Microstrategy Incorporated. Look at that, the key facts today. What's happening right now, Enrique?
Let's see what's going on. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. And we have here very interesting information. If you have more about it, let us know in the comments below. We are very interested in reading all of them. Let's start with the first. MicroStrategy holds 386,700
Wow.
bitcoins worth $21.9 billion. After acquiring, this is the interesting thing right here, 55,500 for $5.4 billion. So wow,
Wow.
we are
Wow,
talking.
wow.
This is no joke.
I
Like
mean,
they were buying this at the peak, of this last trend.
I mean, there are not many companies with such a huge Bitcoin balance. I gotta say, maybe the problem that they have, because we're watching right now as well the fundamentals here below, the net income in quarters, and you can clearly see right here the last 3 quarters were negative. That's what's happening, when the cryptocurrencies are trading sideways. A company, it has expenses, it has costs, like especially operational costs, like we have employees to pay and so on and so forth. And that's the problem when Bitcoin is turning sideways, that you cannot see the balance going up in this particular company. But look at the last rally we are experiencing right now. That's because probably, and I say probably it happened in the past. It's like the next quarter is gonna be huge. Even though the estimate is minus 0.12, probably it's not updated, right, Enrique?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
we will
thing.
have to. Yeah, yeah, we have to wait as usual and see the data when they update it because we don't know exactly if it is right now. But you can see this last movement, in my opinion, is interesting because they bought this Bitcoin between November 18th and November 24th. And you can see the Bitcoin price. Let's put the Bitcoin right there to compare it with the MicroStrategy stock, so we can see both in percentages. And you can see the last this skyrocketing movement of this
Wow.
stock in Bitcoin has happened also, but of course with the price of Bitcoin is very different. The percentage in this case is huge in comparison, and we have to take into account that this was the latest, of course, and the largest Bitcoin purchase of this company. And the interesting thing is that in November 2024, right now, they are holding, if we take into account the total supply circulating right now of Bitcoin, that is around 19.5 million Bitcoin. We have MicroStrategies holding representing about 1.98%, so around 2% of the total Bitcoin supply. So this may be something interesting, if Bitcoin continues this trend and the cryptocurrency world.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, the uptrend is so huge right now. But because right, the good thing about buying stocks in comparison to Bitcoin is like the volatility experiences. It's like Bitcoin is like a gold reserve. And the volatility is less. Obviously, we are talking about like 13 years, 14 years of active trading activity. But every year it passes, the performance is less. But that's different in a company, because the performance is related to the market cap. And even though the market cap right now here is like 92 billion, which is huge, it wasn't the same. Let's go to the market cap chart, and you can clearly see here,
Mhm.
back in September only, September 2024, it did have like 22 billion. It's like 4 times less.
Yeah, it's a huge difference right there. Let's remove the Bitcoin price from there so we can see with more detail the latest price action in MicroStrategy and in this daily time frame we can see this last movement. We have the possible support level right there. The price has been holding around that, and we have the question for you: do you think this last movement? How will the price react, or do you think it will just do what Bitcoin does? Because obviously with this last purchase and that past correlation, maybe now it is boosted. So what do you think? Do you think this movement will be enough, to bounce again, or do you think we will see lower levels, or do you think just we will have to follow the Bitcoin price? Maybe that's your opinion right there. And how do you see Bitcoin in that case?
Let's go to the forecast, Enrique.
Let's go with that because I'm very interested in knowing what Wall Street analysts have to say about this stock. What can we see right there, Alvaro?
This is very similar to Mara, like Mara stock is like the forecast is completely unreliable, and probably because Bitcoin price is unreliable in terms of the forecast.
Hmm.
You never know what's gonna happen. But the thing here is like, look at the report again. Is last time it was like a minus 1.72, and the estimate was minus 0.12. That's what I mean with operational costs, because if the price action of Bitcoin is trading sideways, they only have losses in the end, because they had to pay for the employees and so on and so forth. But when Bitcoin is experiencing like a huge rally, the opposite comes true as well. So that's the interesting thing with stocks such as MicroStrategy and Mana.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the estimate right there since 2023. You can see in the quarterly around zero, always, minus 0.03, minus 0.02, 0.03 in the positive side. And, the reported is always different in the positive or in the negative side, and the surprise factor isn't a small one. Maybe that's because cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in this case is kind of unpredictable. And we have these 9 analysts offering that 1 year price forecast, and we have the maximum $650 plus 60% more or less.
Wow.
The average between the 9 of them, 17% more or less, $478, and then the minimum one, or the most pessimistic, 270 minus 34% more or less. How do you see this forecast, guys? Which side are you on? Are you just in the trenches, in the sidelines, watching this as it happens, or what is your opinion? Because you can see that Wall Street analysts have mixed opinions right here.
And what's happening with the performance over the last years, Enrique? Let's go to the seasonals.
Yeah, let's go with that section. I really enjoy that, and you can see a bigger perspective of the stock. And we have the percentage since 2019, and you can clearly see this last year to current date has been the best. We have more than 490%. Then we had the previous year, 2023, more than 330%, a very positive year also. Then we have 2022, very interesting, minus 74%. That's the risk, that was there for traders. This hasn't been always great. And then you have positive all the years 2019, 2020, and 2021 with 10% 19, 28% 21, and 169% in 2020. Very interesting seasonal chart right here.
Wow, it's incredible. From 2019, if we go even, let's go for 2013. I don't know, we have data. I think we don't.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
we'll have.
yeah, because the oldest chart right here, let's go to the 2012. Yeah, we actually have data right here
Mhm.
because the IPO was in 1998. So yeah, that's interesting to see the performance. Let's add more data right here. Yeah, now I can see it. Overall, the best years have been like 2020, 2023, and 2024 in the last 20 years. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this last 20 years, of course. Then we have 1999. I don't know if you have that one. That was the best year with
Wow.
595%. And maybe this year surpasses it. We don't know it yet. At least the trend is following that. We will see how this year closes. So let us know in the comments your prediction for the percentage of this year. And in the video that we made when the year ends, we will update it and see if you guessed it.
Well, it's incredible because in 1999 is like it was the Nasdaq bubble, the tech bubble, which is completely different to what we are watching right now because this is like the company is linked to Bitcoin, but at that time it was linked to nothing, just tech. So that's interesting to see like 600% of performance at that time.
Yeah, exactly. If you have more information about it, please let us know in the comments. And how do you see the future of this stock? I think it's a very interesting moment, of course, with the Bitcoin price also almost reaching that $100,000. Very interesting moments indeed for these stocks and also the stocks related with the crypto market and the crypto market. So if you have more information, please share it with us in the comments below. Welcome to Trading HT. Let's go, traders, honest traders. Let's go.
Subscribe.